The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Welcome to the show. You're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where fall is finally here. 68 degrees, the high is 78. The low tonight is a spooky 58 degrees.
That is Shannon. He is Nate. This is Kurt. In the back is Chris Bean, keeping us live and local. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille people feel when we speak.
Brought to you each and every day by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. First off, before we get going, and I have to take this ridiculous thing off my head because I can't see. Thanks. Look better. I wore this for Nate for something to make my head actually look smaller.
It doesn't. You failed. You failed.
So wrong.
You failed.
And then we all sold Nate out. He's been talking all week about wearing bright sneakers, and he wore some big, nice
totally
lime green ones.
But Jesse did come disguised as Michael Jordan, but they were
with no hat.
You got the hat on. I was trying to try something.
I got some Jordan ones on.
Oh yeah,
those are nice.
I went the opposite way. I wore house shoes.
You got
Look at Nate, lime green.
Get him up. I couldn't get him up.
And by the way,
Yes, sir. By the way,
Chris Beam decorated.
Yeah.
Beam, come in. Let us see your suit, Beam. Let us see your suit. Come in. Let us see your suit.
Here, I'll just put myself on camera.
There you go.
Put you
on camera. Make sure
Skeletal.
no shenanigans are going on in the back room.
Yeah, zip it all the way up. Zip it all the way up.
Ready?
Zip it all the way up.
We're ready. Let's go.
And boo.
Hey! It's like a Fortnite character back there in the back.
Yeah, that's what my kid said. I'm a Fortnite character.
Good job,
I'm
Chris.
Bones Fossil.
At least you got the only active group.
Well, you did a great job with the studio. It looks amazing.
No, this is real domestic of you right
nice.
here, man. This is real domestic
Good
of
job.
you.
What time did you? How late
This
did
is
you?
domestic of you right here. This is domestic. This is real
some
life.
throw pillows.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is real. This is real. Just the housewives of South Lake or something. You know what I'm saying? Frisco. I didn't want to say Frisco. I didn't want to give his location. I was sending him the other way.
I'll give it out. I'm going trick or treat in this neighborhood.
I mean, there's
tonight.
13 high schools in Frisco. Come find me.
So, debate. We had a debate right before we went on the air on candy corn. Mm-hmm. Jesse's like, no, sir.
Y'all should be.
No, sir.
If you like candy corn, if you eat candy corn, if you purchase candy corn, I want the federales to find you. I want the FBI, the Homeland Security, the CIA.
What makes it bad?
ICE. What is candy corn? Like, what is the flavor of candy corn?
I don't know.
Candy.
Sugar.
What is the flavor?
Candy.
Like it's as if you would eat a candle. Like it's just wax. There's no one can tell me the distinctive flavor of candy corn. Tell me it tastes like corn, please.
No, I wouldn't eat it if it tastes like that.
What does it taste like? No one knows.
Tastes like
It has
candy.
no origin of flavor.
It's sugar. You know how I eat candy corn? You get a handful of candy corn.
Uh-oh.
And you get a handful of peanuts.
And then you
Mix them
pop,
in and
pop,
eat it.
pop.
Tastes like a payday bar.
Why not just eat a payday?
Because I don't have a payday. I got candy corn and peanuts.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's pretty good.
Like
That's a lot
candy
of work.
corn, man, candy corn is the worst. Like you might as well eat this plastic pumpkin. Here, why not? It's the same thing. It is the same thing as candy corn.
They
This
just
plastic
interject
pumpkin.
some flavor in it.
This just pour some of this Gatorade over top of it and just chew it. It's no difference, man. It's wax. It's a Crayola crayon.
Nate,
Enjoy.
you
Candy corn is the Peeps of Halloween, right?
Yeah.
You like
Kinda.
Oh, for Easter, like
for
the
Easter, the Peeps. Peeps are trash,
Yeah.
bro.
Nate, you eat candy corn?
Yes, I will.
Why do you eat candy corn?
I haven't ate it in years. But when I was a kid, I ate it because I was fat and greedy.
And it was cheap.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Yeah, you get a bag for
It
$1.
was flavored plastic.
Thank you. It's plastic.
Shout out to sponsorship for supplying the Mars candies today.
Mars.
So we will be eating these
On air.
on
Derek.
the entire show, and we may not leave any for the shows after us. So
I just can't get past
luck.
that mouth moving when he's
does
talking.
move.
I
It
really
does
can't.
Jesse already said this creeped him out a little bit.
It did. Like I told him in the back. I said, if I was walking down the street and you were walking down the street, the safety is coming off the pistol. I'm just telling you that right now. The safety is off.
I may
That's
throw
what I
him-
was wondering when you pulled up to the security desk where they're like, no,
She didn't let me in.
You know what the thing about it though? He walked in, about 10 people say, that's Shannon.
Why is that?
His body's so small.
Head's big and everything different. She wasn't gonna let me in. She goes, Mr. Gross. I was like, yes, ma'am. She goes, okay.
Everybody knows, man. Everybody knows, bro. You're distinct, Shannon.
Oh man. Well, I can't read the rundown. So, Kurt, you want to tell us what we got?
oh, well, you know.
The first segment. I'll jump in on the second segment. Kurt's corner. Take it away.
Well, I mean, here we go again. It's a running game, right?
Not here we go again.
Yeah. Here we go again.
I was surprised, though, that Atlanta's running game is only 15th in rushing yards, and they're 24th in rushing touchdowns. It surprised me a little. We hear so
Yeah.
much about Bijan. I thought they'd
Check
be...
next week.
yeah.
Check how far they jump up next week.
Yeah.
But when you look at this Atlanta offense, the offense coordinator, his name is evading me right now. But he comes from the McVay tree, right? So
Yes.
the McVay and the Kyle Shanahan tree are these offenses that have 11 personnel. You're going to see a ton of motion. You're going to see a ton of
Zach
different concepts. Yeah, Robinson.
Robinson.
Like remember that name. That's going to be a name that you start to hear circulating with the Bobby Slowicks, with the Ben Johnsons of the world. That's going to be a new name that's starting to float around when we get back to the head coaching vacancies coming up at the end of the season. But when you look at this offense of Atlanta and Kirk Cousins at the helm right now, and they have weapons. They got the kid Mooney, who, when you're talking about matchups in the passing game, this is a type of receiver that gives Trayvon Diggs trouble. The ones who are shifty, quick, fast, get in and out of breaks, those are typically the ones that give Trayvon Diggs a little bit of trouble. We're probably not going to have Bland, right? That's trending towards that way. They already put the other kid, Amari, on IR, so he'll be out. So now your other corner, you're talking about being either Andrew Booth or Mukwamu, right? I don't know how confident we feel in that. So if you start
Did you say Kalen Carson?
Caleb Carson,
comes back.
if he comes back, but
He's
still,
supposed to come back.
He's supposed to come back.
If rookie cornerback, he has to find his footing again. He's been out for a couple of weeks. The conditioning part of that like this, we're not getting a veteran back. Carson coming back is not like me saying Diggs is coming back. He don't even have no knowledge to really rely on right now in that aspect of it all. But if the thing about this whole breakdown is, can you create pressure for Kirk Cousins? And that is going to be the problem for the Cowboys. Is Kirk Cousins, when he's pressured, not a good quarterback. 6 interceptions, 7 interceptions when he's pressured. When he's not pressured, 10 touchdowns. And when I watched the film, I called Kirk Cousins, I called him a profit taker. Not profit like in know it of all. I'm talking about profit as in, if it's there, I'm going to take it. Mm-hmm. Oh, running back in the flat, give him the ball. Tight end right in front of me, give him the ball. Receiver open down the field, give him the ball. And it's happening quick. They're going to make you defend 53 and a third. They're going to make you sideline to sideline. You are going to have to defend with this offense. They just make you do it that way. And the guys that they're giving it to in the flat, Bijan Robinson, the tight end right in front of him, Kyle Pitts, Mooney down the field. London's another big target down the field. And he is just like delivering the ball all across the football field. And then once that happens, of course, you got Bijan, who is I mean, he's all world in the sense of he can run out of the backfield. They run a lot of shotgun. They run it from the shotgun. They'll throw it to him in the passing game. They'll give it to him in the screen game. And this is a tough dude to tackle. Contact balance, fast, physical, good vision. I mean, this is one of those backs that will keep you up at night when you have to defend them with the defense that you have right now with the Cowboys.
You're not giving us a lot of hope.
No.
But you said if Kirk Cousins doesn't get pressured,
Jesse?
we're good.
I hate to poo-poo on what you just said.
Well, come on then. I love it. I love it.
Well, no, really, I hate to add to what you talk about this all-world tight end that is all of a sudden grown up. Talk about that.
Kyle Pitts, and if you watch the last game, man, like he's always had the ability, right? The run after the catch, he's 6'6", 6'5",
246.
right? He's a physical specimen. He's finally now he has an offensive coordinator and he has a quarterback that can consistently get him the ball in areas to make plays. He can run away. Oh Lord, I just think about the game. The game plan can't be lining up Donovan Wilson on this guy again. Like you can't take what you did last week and now be the time to start playing some of these other guys. Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing that may be a possibility, that they may start looking at other guys to go out there and play because you can't win with Donovan Wilson covering a guy like this. You just can't. He doesn't have the ability.
Could Overshown
cover
but
who?
Hold on. Before we go Overshown, I've heard, from other shows, and you probably heard too, Jesse, from doing your other shows. Now the word is, hey, can we get Overshown as a rusher? Overshown can't do it all. You pay safeties. You got a couple that's just sitting on the bench. They may not be much better than Donovan Wilson, but they're better in coverage. And you have to give them a try.
And to the Overshown rusher, listen, at this point in time, Michael from Illinois, he might have to take a page from Dan Quinn from Jersey book.
Yes,
he might have to. He might have to say.
Wait a minute, he's from Illinois and not Pittsburgh. When did he change?
No. Mike Zimmer.
Mike Zimmer.
Oh, how many Michaels we got on this team?
We got Mike Solari, we got Mike Zimmer, we got Michael McCarthy. We got a lot of Mikes
Micah
on this
Parsons?
team. No, that's Micah.
Oh, my bad.
And Louisiana education, man. God, just shine right on through, baby.
Before you go on, man, when I watched the film, you used to just look at Kyle Pitts like, this is a waste of talent. Mm-hmm. We used to just look at Atlanta 2 years ago, this is a waste of talent.
Yeah, he was borderline bust.
Yeah. This kid, we should take a page off of this, Red. Since they don't want to use my guy Ferguson, they actually let him punch one-on-one. He will punch the defensive end or the outside. I mean, he will punch them and then go into his route, a late route. And then if you don't cover him, like you said, that ball coming out to him real quick. And you see cornerbacks coming up like, how am I going to tackle this guy? I'm bullish on him. I am bullish on him.
Move. All right, let's take our first break. I need to eat some candy. I got to get this mask off. When we come back, more Hanging with the Boys right after the break.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets at Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, Crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry. Even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together. And we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every day by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. Kurt.
Yes, sir.
Get ready for the ultimate game day experience. Thanks to 7-Eleven, you could win a VIP experience to the Cowboys versus Bengals showdown on December the 9th. Just text Cowboys VIP to 711-711 for your chance to win premium club tickets, sideline passes, travel, and more. Don't miss out. Enter now. No purchase necessary. End zone 1120 must be 18 or older in the USDC void where prohibited message and data rates may apply. Visit bit.ly/go711-711 for full details and non-text entry. Talking about Atlanta's offense. Sorry, I have a bunch of candy in my mouth. And sorry if you like Twix and you're on a show after us because they ain't going to make it to the rest of the shows. You figured it was just a matter of time with the talent, right? Like with the running back, with Bijan, with these young receivers they got, with the backup running back, with Kyle Pitts. You either it's just like you said, Kurt. He was about to be a bust, but it just took him a few weeks to get.
Maybe they needed a quarterback.
Yeah,
because Kyle Pitts,
it always helps.
Because Kyle Pitts was advertised as a generational tight end, right? Like the next
coming out of Florida, yes,
Tony
sir.
Gonzalez, the next Antonio Gates type guy, right?
Yeah.
So, and now it's starting to click and starting to look that way. So you're saying he can block as well as disguise routes and things like that, right?
Yes, he is special, and and I'm not one to be melting over no man, but I promise you, this dude is built.
Ooh. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. You might not, but your boy will. Hey. You might not know him, a big black man, but your boy.
The corn melt.
Hey, look. Listen, your boy is milk chocolate.
Hey, Shadow, go watch it.
Your boy is milk chocolate in 100-degree weather.
Yeah.
He
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, he gonna
work out.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man.
Combine, like.
It's two things I worry about this team.
I thought you was gonna say this show.
Two ain't enough.
There's more
I'll say two ain't enough.
If the first, don't ever just come out and say, "Hey, they got a tight end and they can run." I just dropped my head like, well, they got a tight end and they can run.
Disaster
for us.
Yeah, two things you can't do well,
and I'm not.
Well, more than that.
And I'm not going to just blame it on the player. You can't. You don't have the talent. You don't have the talent. And until you put it out there, I don't know what Marquise can do or the other kid can do. You haven't put it out there. Now, I know if the other team run a lot, I know Donovan will come up and hit and tackle. I do know that. So, but.
Yeah, I mean, he's had his.
He's had his moments at the beginning of the year. I don't think he knew what an angle was. You know what I'm saying? But this thing it's gotten out of hand. I mean, we got 10 games left, and it's kind of gotten out of hand.
All right, question for you guys. Kurt has some really good stats here. You know how he likes PFF.
Oh, yeah.
Robinson is ranked second among running backs by PFF, and Algier is ranked 6th, but their run game is only ranked 15th. In total yards at 966, and they're 24th in rushing touchdowns. How does that even make sense? How does that equate?
half of it's balance, but when you see what they do, there are a lot of shotgun. They are 11 personnel. That's 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They're like that dang near 90% of the time. They are 3 wide receiver personnel set. So they're not trying to. They're not doing a lot of what we've seen a lot of other teams do when it comes to 21 and 12 personnel with those 2 tight ends or 2 running backs. They want to spread you out and then pass the ball and then run off that. So they're not looking now. But again, that was what they did for the rest of the games that they had. Their head coach, Raheem Morris, he watched film. Their OC, he watched film. And they're going to look at themselves and go, hey, coach, we're going to run this football this week. Because why wouldn't you?
Right. Buckle your seatbelts, especially you, Nate. Here's a good one. Where is it?
Eating that candy.
They rank 4th in the NFL in average rushing yards up the middle with 5.63 yards per carry.
And the reason, again, I want to spread you out sideline to sideline. I want your defense to have to be not necessarily lined up in that box. They have an athletic offensive line that they're able to move left or right really good, right? And so now when I'm in that shotgun and I'm kind of running that split zone or that read zone or that however you want to call it, what happens is now I start one way, I put my foot in the ground, and then I get back up into that A and B gap up the middle of the field because I got your defense already wide. And then now as you begin to shift, that allows my guy to get on that block and then get up to that next level, get to that guy off. And so your cutback lane is right where right technically where the middle of the field would be if we're going zone kind of read either left or right. So this is what they want to do. And Bijan, he has the vision, right? That's one of the things that we talked about for our offense against their defense. I'm like, boy, if we had a back that had vision, those cutback lanes and seeing that, putting your foot in the ground and getting back up, into the mix of things would be perfect. We run right into the up into the butts of our offensive tackles and guards. We run right in the back of them.
Yeah, I should have included this too. Our run defense on runs up the middle is ranked 30th. 5.4 yards.
They got four first-round picks, I think, on their offensive line. Whether they acquired them through free agency or whether they drafted them.
I mean, for the Cowboys, say that stat again. They're
on run defense up the middle. They're 30th in the league, giving up 5.4 yards a carry.
I mean, that matches up good because they're getting 5.63 yards up the middle. So
split the difference.
I mean, it's when your defensive tackle is Jordan Phillips and Mozzie Smith. Jeff said this morning on Jeff Kavanaugh said this morning on our show. They redid some guys have got enough snaps at defensive tackle to now be eligible to be ranked. So it's now 121 defensive tackles in the National Football
Instead of
League.
119?
Instead of 119. Mozzie is 121st. So even still, with the new addition to the list, he's still the worst defensive tackle in the league. And then Jordan Phillips is another guy who, honestly,
who turned his back.
Yeah, and the guy, I mean, honestly, like, this is not a shot at the man personally, but as a man, as a football player, doesn't belong on an NFL roster in today's football. Like, they made a call to him. They offered him they offered him some money, and he thought to himself, well, if they're going to give me $2 million guaranteed, I might as well go get it.
Yeah, that's what Jordan, according to PFF, he hasn't played enough to be in the rankings, but his grade is lower than Mozzie's.
Oh, well, then
Linval Joseph is ranked 101st.
So your defensive tackles are all bottom third or close to last.
Bottom 9th.
Yeah.
Bottom 99th.
Are close to last in the league, and this is why teams look at you and go, "We going right there."
So Atlanta's they're offensively one of those teams where you look at on paper and you wonder how they even lost a game. They're 5-3, right? And they've lost 5-3
or 5-2.
5-3.
5-3. Okay.
They lost.
Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks, Steelers, and Kansas City.
Yeah.
And then
all teams that can pressure you.
Yeah. They beat not great teams, New Orleans, Carolina.
Tampa Bay twice.
They did beat Tampa.
Bay twice.
Yeah. So, but you look at them on paper and you're like, oh my God, like how have they even lost a game? They're the only team in the league with 2 500-yard receivers, Drake London and Mooney. And them and San Fran are the only 2 teams that have 3 400-yard receivers. And Kyle Pitts you put in there. Yeah.
Yeah. The teams that you named all were able to do one thing in common. Put
pressure on them.
They were, of course.
So we should be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you, looking at this on paper, do the Cowboys have a chance to hold them under 35 points? Because looking at it on paper, it's like they're going to hang 40 on them. Maybe that's why the over's
52.
Because they're thinking the Cowboys will score 12, 4 field goals, and then they got the rest of it.
I don't see I don't see it.
Come on, Jesse. It's Thursday. Give me some hope.
I don't. Let me get this off right quick, Nate.
You can.
Please. Let me get this one.
You're never going to hold a man from getting something off.
Let me get this one off. Let me get myself off right here. Will we all say that football games are won and lost in the trenches?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Will we all agree
Yes, sir.
with Chris, would you agree with that?
Yep. Starts up.
Yes.
Right?
Bones Fossil.
If that is to be true, that football games are won and lost in the trenches, we have the worst defensive line in football.
Mm-hmm.
We have the 29th, 30th
like that,
offensive line in football. If what we've all agreed is true, if you agree that that is a true statement, how can we ever say that this team is going to win when the 2 areas or the 1 area on both sides is where you win and lose football games, and we have the absolute worst on both sides? How do we give ourselves a chance to actually win a game? And so unless we're playing a team that is as bad as we are in the trenches, i.e. Carolina or New York, but I do like Sexy Lexi. Anyway, how can we
Sexy Dexy?
Sexy Dexy? Sexy Dexy. You're right. Lexi. Yeah, Sexy Dexy.
Who's Lexi?
Hey, get
that's right. Sexy Dexy.
Atlanta's defense. Where are they ranked?
The line.
They're not. That was my question before Jesse had to do. Give his spiel. My question was something you said about 3 weeks ago. I know the offensive line will get a tad better, but where is the hope for our defensive line? I know. I promise you. I think
they haven't though, Nate.
Bro, I say, where is the promise? I mean,
no, I'm talking about you said that the offensive line get a tad.
It's going to get better.
They're regressing.
Yeah,
they're regressing.
They are going to get. If I have to go over to myself and coach them,
Zach Martin is starting to look bad.
Yes,
he's banged up, huh?
They will get better.
How? That's what I'm saying. Like you can't say it and give me something. How will they get better?
Cooper is getting visibly better. Cooper. My man at left is better. Those, and I'm going by with the players that I'm seeing a future with. The left tackle, he is at a stalemate.
He actually had a pretty decent game against the Niners.
That's why I say he's at a stalemate, because all the other games, and he finally had a game where he just held up. He didn't do nothing special. Right. He just held up. The left guard is legit. The center is getting better. My right guard, I got to do some things with that.
He's
my
on
right
the downturn.
tackle, I got to do some things. Guys on the 105, I love y'all. Y'all are very entertaining, but no one is going to trade for Steele, okay? I almost started laughing. I'm like, fellas, y'all are very, what y'all call that? I said, now they do it with Jesse. I said, they trolling now.
Yeah, they trolling.
Yeah, but
so to hear you say it like that, your right side of your offensive line is your biggest worry right now.
A year ago, it was our dominant. It was our dominant.
If you went and got a guy, a good, above average right
tackle,
yes, Would that change the whole dynamic of this
would.
offense? Would you have a little bit better running game?
It would, because we won't have to run what you call it, 2 tight ends. Just we won't have to just constantly be in that. Now your tight ends can be an effective part of the passing game. Whenever, what helps Atlanta, what helps the Ravens, what helps even the Steelers is, and especially this team we finna play now, is they can block one-on-one. When they go into the line and they're putting their offensive game plan together, who do we turn to? Nobody. Who do we have to be scared of? Nobody. Oh, we can one-on-one block. So if not, we can one-on-one block. Now your tight ends they can go immediately out in the route. Your backs can swing out immediately out in the route. Everybody's free to go. They are all points builders and go. You ain't got to check no tight end. You ain't check tight end like, oh, when I go across the formation, I'm just going out into the flat because I don't have to bump nobody. Parsons is at home. D-Law is at home. Who gonna scare you? So when you got 5 on 4 or 5 on 5, the offense can run seamlessly.
Well, if you have Kyle Pitts in your fantasy league,
start him.
It's going to be a good week for you.
Start him.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Or the running back. Start both running backs.
Start
Algier
if you got any Atlanta offensive player, now's a good time to start him.
Hey, my boy Jeff Coat was on the crosstalk last night, and never mind, it's a different story.
Okay. We'll talk about it in the break.
Yeah,
and then we'll talk about if we can bring it on the air.
In the break, yeah.
Third
Different
segment.
story.
See if we can tell Nate's story on the final segment of Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every day by Jigsaw.
Jigsaw!
Jigsaw.
Partner of the Dallas Cowboys. So Nate's story was about we play them, don't we?
Who's that?
I hope not.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah, here. In December.
Yeah. He was just admiring their backup running backs' moves.
I'm going to that game. Tell Scott I'm going to that game. I want to see him live. I want to see number 7 live.
Talking about Bucky Irvin.
Mm-hmm.
December
I want to see him live, bro.
Here.
December the 20th could have playoff implications.
For who? Kurt, for who? I'm just.
It's Halloween for the Cowboys.
Oh,
for Tampa.
Okay.
For Tampa.
Ooh, scary.
For Tampa. Maybe. Hey, look, man. Crazier things have happened. Like, that's why they play the game on Sunday,
We all
right?
thought they'd be 3-4 at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know the eye test just tells you that there's no way, right? But crazier things have happened. Teams have started to gel before.
Y'all told me that the games are won and lost. And
He finna ride with this. He finna ride with this the rest of the year. He finna
Y'all
Stop.
told me.
I'm just saying.
Like he ain't been playing football since he was a kid.
I'm just saying.
Hook him with the horn. When you get the bull, you better.
I'm just going. That's all I'm going off, man. Like you know.
There you go.
Speaking of, big game for your Tar Heels this weekend, huh?
Who they playing?
Florida State.
Florida State is trash.
I know, but that's a fun game, though. It's always fun to beat Florida State, isn't it?
It ain't basketball.
Isn't that like isn't beating Florida State like beating the Yankees and beating the Cowboys? Like
It's
it's just
basketball season now,
it's a
bro.
fun one. You already moved on.
Yeah, we're not in playoff contention. Basketball started.
But speaking of, make sure we have time. What are we all doing for Halloween tonight? Are we anybody do anything fun? I know me and Chris are on kid duty. We're going trick or treating. Are y'all doing? Y'all handing out candy? Y'all going spooking? What are y'all doing?
Handing out candy.
Same. We'll be handing it out. Yeah.
Nate, do you hand out candy or you turn the lights
We
off?
don't do it anymore.
I'm working.
Our neighborhood grew up.
Kids, I'm working. We're working over here.
I used to give it up, man. I used to give a big.
Here's a bag of Here's a bag of French fries.
They'll try to get. I be sitting right in the screen. Don't get all that candy. Okay, we just getting one or two. I saw you try to get a handful.
I think this is my 4-year-old's favorite holiday.
He's starting really getting.
He
good
woke
now.
up at 5 o'clock this morning, Kurt.
was
woke
dark.
me up and was like, "It's Halloween. You ready to go trick or treating?" I'm like, "It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Go back to
dark,
sleep."
He just knew it was dark.
It's dark.
That's all.
He's like,
Yeah.
he talked for an hour and a half from 5 to 6:30 before he went back to sleep. And then when he woke back up, he was like, "Can we go now?" I'm like, "You gotta wait, man."
What's his costume?
He wanted to be the Halo guy this year. First, he wanted to be Michael Myers, and then he realized the Halo guy got to carry a blaster around. So he's obsessed with blasters. So he's going to be the Halo
Stop
guy.
him.
So.
Stop him. 20 years from now, the real pastor guy. Stop him now. Kids get the imagination don't stop growing. You know I'm not lying. Shoot, stop him now, son. There's better ways to live than this, man.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Man. Is this... I don't want to...
Yep. The answer is yes.
Okay. Is this
Jerry told y'all.
Is this the worst defensive front with these injuries ever?
For us?
Cowboys
Yes.
history.
We we went 1-15 that year, 3-13. We had some bad defensive and offensive line fronts. It just so happened the offensive line just didn't have the right scheme to fit what they were doing.
But it's been 20, 25 years,
Yeah, that's
30
been a long
years
time.
since they, because even when they were getting guys off the couch back in the 2000s, when your George Selvies and those guys were coming through here, I mean, they were decent.
George Selvey would be a star in the defensive line.
Oh, he would be the star.
Yeah.
George Selvey.
Yeah.
George
You wish you
Selvey.
had-
You wish you had.
You wish
George-
you had 4 George Selvies on
Yeah,
that line,
You
right?
had one. They got rid of. No. Like you wish you had an Antoine Wood.
Right, for real.
Yeah.
You wish you had a Malik Collins, who we played last week. You wish you had a Terrence Crawford. Not Terrence Crawford. Tyrone Crawford. Not the boxer. You wish you had one of them too.
Yeah.
But I wish you had Tyrone Crawford on this front. What was my boy name that couldn't leave the weed alone?
Andrew or Gregory.
No, not
No,
that.
no, I'm talking about
Irving.
he's not.
Irving.
I know
David Irving.
What's his name?
David Irving.
David Irving.
David Irving.
You wish you had David Irving on the defensive line right now. No, like those names right there on
Yeah.
this defensive line, you would be like,
Didn't appreciate them when they were here a lot of times. Now it's
Didn't-
kind of like,
boy,
what are you doing?
yeah.
Where you at?
You know they did something with that weed policy, David Irving. You want to come on?
Yeah. I guess we've heard nothing about when Micah's coming back, huh?
I don't think it's going to be this week.
No, he don't think it worked out at all.
Didn't practice yesterday. I believe he's not practicing today. I think he's with the rehab group. Mike McCarthy said he's on the rehab group today, and that he needs to see something significant. Tomorrow's a walkthrough, so Saturday has to be something. And even if he comes back Sunday, his conditioning has to be poor.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't been running. Like, and I don't care how much he could have been Lance Armstrong on a bike.
You sit around for 6 weeks.
You sit
4 to
around
6 weeks.
for 4 to 5 weeks. Your conditioning
got to build that back up, especially the motor he has on game day. Like,
so like,
what about Tank? Has there been an update on Tank? Any word there?
He's out longer than Micah. So
Tank ain't coming back this year.
Yeah, I mean, if he's back, it's gonna be.
And then another interesting kind of thing to put in the whole Micah Parsons kind of situation, and if I were Micah, which I'm not, but if I was Micah, I ain't rushing back either. I'm not rushing back. When I come back, I'll be 100% because this is a contract year for me. So what I don't want to do is go out there, don't produce like whenever I have to produce, or go out there and hurt myself further so that you can kind of, you might want to try to do some willy-nilly stuff in the offseason. So if I'm Micah, if I ain't 100%, like 100%, I don't step foot back on that football field.
Ask you guys this. Played in the league and bringing that up, right? Like no hurry to get back because, whatever your reason is, right? With all these injuries. If this team was a good team and was performing better, would there be more, and I'm not calling any players out specific because there's a lot of injuries. Would there be more of a sense of urgency to get back on the field if you felt like it was for a reason?
The reason I don't think, and I agree with Jesse, but the reason, and I'm adding to that, but people have to understand, and I know in my heart, if Micah is not 100%, he's just a guy now. Okay? And I'm saying this and would never back up off it. If he go out there 75%, he is just another guy that is undersized at the position he plays. The reason he is who he is because he has great explosiveness and change of direction, and he plays with nice leverage when he rushed the passer. Take away any one of those traits from being 100%, and you get just a guy. I'm with you 100%, Jess. He's just a guy now. He's just a guy. Don't rush this kid back.
I guess team can't. I mean, obviously, Mike McCarthy wants him back because his job's on the line.
Sure.
But they can't, for lack of a better term, force him back, I guess.
But see, Britt Brown, if I'm pronouncing it right, he knows who this player is and how important he is, and he's not going to rush him back. He's going to make sure he's right. When your whole game is predicated, it's just like about Dez. When Dez lost that explosiveness, that ability to muscle up on you and to be able to jump, what happened to Dez?
Yeah, very pedestrian.
Disappeared.
I'm telling you now.
You want to feel old? Dez was posting clips of Dez Jr. Remember cute little Dez Jr.?
Yeah.
Crawling around on the field in his 88 jersey?
Catching touchdowns.
In high school.
Wow.
I think he's in middle school.
Is he middle school? He looked like he's in high school.
Yeah, I think he's middle school. But still.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Dez was in middle school looking like he was in high school. I was following Dez because he was a kid, man. He was big down there in that desert country he come out of.
You want to know somebody else's kid that you're going to see in the league if he wants to be? Tyron Smith. Have you ever seen his kid?
No.
Dude, he's damn near your size, and I think he's like 11. He's a big kid, man.
You talking about Tyron Smith?
Tyron Smith.
Talking about the well-built offensive lineman.
Yes.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Me, brother, at all.
The genetic lottery, man.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all.
Wonder what that's like. I will never know, just in case you guys know. I'm bringing the show back to me to close it out.
As we always do.
I will never know what it's like to physically just be able to do whatever you want to do. Like, you know what?
If you can.
I think I want to be a bouncer. I think I want to go try to play basketball. I think I want to go do this. Like, I was limited in the thing.
In the potential bully roles.
I couldn't be a bully. I could be a comedian. I wasn't smart enough to be anything else.
Yeah.
Wow.
I sometimes feel like I think about how my brothers feel. My brothers are little. My brothers are little, bro. Like, my oldest brother is 5'7", 165 pounds. Like, think about that. My youngest brother is about 5'9", about $175, $180.
Same parents, right?
Same mother and same father. So I'm 6'3", I'm 230 now, but I played around 6'3", 215.
They just hated you, didn't
Just
they?
think, man. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, mom and daddy went number 5'4", 5'6".
It's unreal.
That's how my mom and dad was.
They're small too.
My mom's small. My dad was like this thin, small little joker, man. And,
Wow.
And I don't.
You probably scared him when you was a kid. That's why he left. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Now I gotta go therapy. Now I gotta do a second therapy session this week.
I'm just saying.
He was done for the
You
week.
probably scared him, bro. But no.
That's why
But
he's
see-
like, that boy ain't mine. Look how big that boy is. He ain't my boy.
But this thing about and see, I think about my brother, and he played in the league.
Yeah.
You know, but I got two other brothers that's about 5'5", 5'3".
What's the height ranges on your kids, Kurt? Because you got 5.
My sons are
Daddy
probably
knows.
about 6'1" and 6'2".
So they're all kind of comparable to you. What are you, 6'2"?
Six foot.
I'm
Below-
5'9".
below that.
I'm 5'9", even though we measured me in here, and I didn't say I was. I'm 5'9". I'm standing by it. Guys, great show. Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Go get you some candy. I'm gonna eat some candy tonight. Kirk can see you. Chris, great job on the studio, man.
Way to go, Bones Fossil.
There you
Bones
go.
Fossil.
Domesticated Chris, man.
Jazz and Josh, thanks for keeping him company in the back, even though I didn't see y'all earlier. We will be back tomorrow. Jesse, are you going to have a
number?
You'll have a stat tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with predictions. I mean, I don't know
Can you
why.
clean up all this candy?
I will throw these wrappers away right now. I sure
25 wrappers.
I told you I was going to eat some candy. I will probably go to sleep in my
No,
car.
you're going to use
before I
the
get out of
restroom,
parking lot.
bro. Wow.
We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, with predictions on Hanging with the Boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?